Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video we'll be going over just some top-down analysis. I'm going to take 3 trades and go through them all with you. So yeah, let's get into this video. I'm going to close my eyes and pick out a random day. We're going to do 3 to 5 trades just going over the week. So let me just stop right now. Where did we stop? Okay, April 2023, perfect. So we're on the daily chart. I always start off, if I don't know what's going on, I'm always going to start off on the weekly chart or even the monthly. I see that we have this devil's mark resting here. That's a strong draw on liquidity. We're respecting bullish PD raise. We might want to see this high here. And yeah, I mean, you can clearly see that we're respecting these weekly internal. We swept out that weekly external. We have our liquidity resting here. We might get a small pullback, like we swept out this external range of liquidity. So we might want to see this internal range of liquidity or this internal range of liquidity here. So honestly, we do sweep out previous weekly high. I want to see if we have any SMT with that high. No SMT. So yeah, I mean, I just want price to come down here, tap into that. We swept out that daily external, so I'm looking for price to tap into the internal. Short-term retracement. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart, see what price is doing. We're at 2 p.m. We're gonna trade Wednesday here. 10 p.m. 2 a.m., 6 a.m. I see 9 a.m. candle. So at this point, we tap into that area here. Let's check ES. Do we have any SMT? We do have an SMT with this low here. No, oops, that we kind of sweep out. So, I mean, let's check NQ, see what price wants to do. We have an SMT with this high, right, at 8 a.m. Now, I just want to see what price does. We have that swing point formation at 8 a.m. We might want to continue lower than continue higher. Ideally, I want to see the 50% of this range here on NQ, right? Oh my god, I kind of spoiled it. But yeah, ideally I want to see that. So pretty much we just wait for this 10 a.m. candle tap in this 15-minute gap and continue higher. Let's see what price wants to do here. We tap in that gap. I can't even go down to the lower time frames. It's absolutely disgusting. I guess we gotta use the 6-minute time frame, but it's the same thing. So we tap into that gap here. Our entry would be somewhere up here actually. Trading that 10 a.m. AMD model, we'd probably have a change in the state delivery low here, right on the 1-minute time frame. Unfortunately, we can't see it, which is kind of disgusting. We'd probably keep our stop loss here, target 2R, even these lows here. And it plays out. So yeah, that's the draw on liquidity right there, right? You'll see that continuation off the swing point. We tap that 15-minute gap, probably see a 1-minute change in the state delivery. Let's see if we have any SMT here as well. Let me remove this indicator. Just very disgusting here. So yeah, I mean, we create this 10 a.m. 15-minute gap here, and then of course continue lower. Let's just move on to the next day. It's kind of disgusting. We can't go down to the lower time frame. Go back to NQ. Let's go over to the daily chart and see what's going on. So skip this ahead. 11, 12, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. I mean, I would want a continuation off this area where I continue higher. But it really depends on what prices want us to do. Do we have an SMT at the highs? We don't have SMT at the highs, but I mean, like this kind of looks like a market maker model. We have so much liquidity resting here. We also have another daily gap here. Oh my, I can't even go on the daily time frame without getting spoiled. Oh my god. Well, that's unfortunate. That's why I don't like trading view to back test or whatever. But so this is the 10 a.m. candle opening up. I want to see how price reacts off this 15-minute gap. Significant candle body closure. I wonder if we get tapped in on this change in the state delivery. Keep our stop loss here, target 2R. I want to see if we get tapped in here. Or even in this gap, somewhere here. So yeah, let's see if we get tapped here. So honestly, if we get a propulsion block entry, I don't mind taking above here on the 6-minute chart, unfortunately. It's either we get tapped in here or we get a significant. So we got tapped in there. Let's see what happens. And we gotta take profit. Okay, so we racked off that 15-minute change and stay. Very simple. Very, very simple trade. All you're looking for here in AMD is, listen, we have this 15-minute for value gap. This is going to be our pivot point. Are we going to respect this 15-minute gap for value gap and continue lower, right? And a lot of people see that, okay, we top in that 15-minute gap. You want to wait for that confirmation. You want to see if we respect that 15-minute gap as the most pivot point. If we disrespect it, you're going to take the opposing side liquidity if you have a good enough thesis on the higher time frame, right? So in this case, if we respected this on the 1 minute time frame, continue lower with SMT, then I'll take it. But because we have the significant closure back, like disrespecting this 15-minute gap, and we have liquidity resting above, this is the perfect trade to take. So this is honestly beautiful. Let's move on to the next day. Let's go here. 2 p.m. I mean, my daily bias for tomorrow is just, continuing higher. Very self-explanatory. We want to see these daily external and, of course, the liquidity resting above. This is just an inducement tapping into the internal range of liquidity on the daily time frame. 6 a.m. So 9 a.m. taps into this one to see if there's any SMTs. Barely any SMT, but we should just continue higher. I mean, NQ is a little weaker. It's Friday. It was NFP, I think. So I want to see how the 10 a.m. candle opens up. Median dump, lower, tap into this area. Tap into that 15-minute gap, let's see. We left an equal low. I mean, I do think price should just continue higher here. If you got a significant closure above this area, right, off that accumulation, manipulation, distribution, we're going to manipulate lower, let's see. Just need a significant change in state at this point. Confirm that propulsion block, confirm that SMT at the lows. It is... Oh, it was a bank holiday. Okay, never mind. I was like, what's going on here? Let's move on to the next day. So this is Monday, 6 a.m. And wow, we get a dump from this area. All right, so we respect this 4-hour gap here. And then we see this here. So you might want to see the daily external lows. You might want to continue lower into the 50% of the range like I mentioned. Which would be, from here to here. We're not in this 50%, but I think this daily gap here. Possibly this. So this is 9 a.m. here. I want to see how price reacts off this area. We have a 15-minute gap, 9:30 and 10 a.m. formed here. Want to see if we disrespect it. Tapping that gap, unfortunately, we can't go down to the lower time frame to, take our entry. But we have this nice change in this day delivery. See if we get an inversion and then possibly a retracement back into the range. So if we get a candle body closure above here, I will look to, target internal range of liquidity. We have an SMT at the lows here. No SMT. We probably should just continue lower, but it really does depend. Because we have hourly liquidity resting here. Oh my god. These spoilers, man. These spoilers. But we have internal range of liquidity resting here. Right? That we might want to go back and rebalance into and then possibly continue lower off that area. So, I mean, that's why I was looking at that change in state delivery as our entry trigger. I probably would have taken it here, but just wait for that confirmation. So, I mean, I'd keep a limit order here. If not, I'd probably market order. It really does depend. Keep your stop loss here, target 2R. I'll probably keep my stop loss here, I won't lie. It's a little too tight. Now then I'd probably just risk up on this. You might rather just scalp on this, right? To that internal. Even target to get the equilibrium. Because price moves in many ways. Either price moves into an internal range of liquidity or an external range of liquidity, or it goes into the equilibrium of a range and it just wants to rebalance a range. So that's like two reasons why price moves. So let's see if we get tapped in here. Unfortunately, we don't get tapped in. But if you market order this, you still had to take profit. Barely. This is pretty, making it close. Or you might just get induced. It really does depend. This is pretty disgusting PA, but Another opportunity here. It is what it is. This would have been the best entry here if you got in. You know, at 1026, 1030, not bad at all. You're gonna have a significant closure into the, like this is the significant closure you get at 1030. Like you can literally just enter off that IFVG, keep your candle, like keep your stop loss at this low here, and that's target 2R here, and boom, just like that. So I'll do one more here. Just backtesting on TradingView is absolutely disgusting, but it is what it is. Just want to do some top-down analysis of how I think, and yeah. So this is 6 p.m. This is 6 a.m. We have a rejection off this area once again. Any SMT at the highs, no SMT is that same 4-hour gap. Now, because we had this failure and we have equal lows here resting here as well, so I want to see how ES reacts off this 4-hour gap. Are we going to run through it? If we are, we're going to see this daily external range liquidity. If not, we're probably going to see these all-time highs. So it's either or. We left a devil's mark pretty much here. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. See, we have another 15-minute gap that I want to see what price does. So let's see if ES tapped into its gap. ES is holding SMT at the lows. ES gets a wick above. Let's see. So ES comes back in down into the range. What is NASDAQ doing? NASDAQ is bugging out. So at this point, I want to see if we get a candle body closure back into the range. So this 15-minute change in state, we might get an opportunity to trade back into that 15-minute for rally gap that's untested. So if we get a significant closure, possibly of here or here, I can look to take a trade back into that, non-manipulated 15-minute gap. See, is there any SMT at the lows? There is an SMT at the lows. ES is way, way stronger. You could even take your entry off ES here. Off this 15-minute change in state delivery on ES. It's not bad at all. Significant closure there. So, I wouldn't mind taking something like this, even though it's kind of disgusting, PA. And, it is 1 o'clock, so I realistically would be off the charts anyways. Probably no trade here. But let's just try it for the sake of the video. See what happens here. So what time is it? 3:30. It is what it is, man. Terrible PA. Unfortunate PA, honestly. But it is what it is. You just gotta, take your losses, hug it on the chin. This isn't something I trade, but it is what it is. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, let me know. If you guys want to see more just, raw videos like this, comment down below. Give it a like, follow, share, whatever. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.